I don't want to go to school. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Timmy. Timmy didn't like going to school. Every morning, when his alarm clock rang, he groaned and said, "I don't want to go to school." Timmy's mom would come into his room and say, "It's time to get ready for school, Timmy. You'll have a great day." But Timmy would reply, "I don't want to go to school." Timmy's mom would make him a yummy breakfast, but Timmy would still say, "I don't want to go to school." At the bus stop, Timmy's friends would wait for the school bus with excitement. They'd talk about all the fun things they'd learned that day. But Timmy would sigh and say, "I don't want to go to school." When the school bus arrived, Timmy would drag his feet and get on reluctantly. The other kids were happy, but Timmy sat in his seat, thinking, "I don't want to go to school." At school, Timmy's teacher, Mrs. Johnson, was always cheerful and welcoming. She'd say, "Good morning, Timmy. Let's have a fantastic day of learning." But Timmy would frown and whisper, "I don't want to go to school." During the first class, which was math, Timmy would stare out of the window and daydream. He'd think about all the fun things he could be doing instead of math. "I don't want to go to school," he'd mutter. Then came English class, where they read stories and wrote poems. Timmy loved stories, but he'd still think, "I don't want to go to school." During recess, when the other kids played on the swings and laughed, Timmy would sit on a bench, looking sad. His friend, Sarah, asked, "Why don't you want to go to school, Timmy?" He replied, "I just don't like it." In science class, they learned about plants and how they grow. Timmy found it interesting, but he couldn't help but whisper, "I don't want to go to school." Lunchtime was a time for yummy sandwiches and laughter, but Timmy would eat quietly, thinking, "I don't want to go to school." In the afternoon, they had art class. Timmy loved painting and creating beautiful things, but he still said, "I don't want to go to school." As the school day ended, Timmy's mom would be waiting for him at the bus stop. She'd ask, "How was your day, Timmy?" He'd reply, "I don't want to go to school." One day, after Timmy said he didn't want to go to school, his mom asked, "Timmy, why don't you like school?" He thought for a moment and said, "I don't know, Mom. It just doesn't feel fun." His mom smiled and said, "Timmy, maybe you haven't found the right thing at school that makes it fun for you. Let's explore together." The next morning, they arrived at school, and Timmy's mom talked to Mrs. Johnson. She asked if Timmy could try different activities to find something he enjoyed. Mrs. Johnson agreed, and Timmy got to try various things. He played soccer during PE class, joined the school choir, and even took part in a science experiment. Gradually, Timmy began to enjoy school more. He discovered that he loved music and singing in the choir. He also found science experiments fascinating. One day, when Timmy's mom asked, "How was school today, Timmy?" he smiled and said, "Mom, I liked it today. I don't want to miss school anymore." Timmy realized that school wasn't so bad after all. He made new friends, learned exciting things, and found his passion for music and science. Now, Timmy couldn't wait to go to school each day. He would say, "I want to go to school, Mom." His mom was happy to see Timmy's enthusiasm for learning. She knew that sometimes, you just need to find the right thing that makes school fun. Timmy's journey taught him that with a little bit of exploration and an open mind, Even the things we once disliked can become something we look forward to every day.